North Korea's top envoy to the United Nations has redoubled calls for the U.S. to quickly return a North Korean cargo ship seized on suspicion of violating international sanctions. Now, in a rare news conference, the ambassador blasted Washington for what he called an unlawful and outrageous act. The U.S. Justice Department, however, declined to comment on this matter. Seung-jae has our top story this morning.
North Korea's UN ambassador Kim Seung held a rare news conference at the United Nations on Tuesday, calling the seizure of the Wise Honest, a North Korean cargo ship accused of engaging in illicit coal transfers, unlawful.
The United States has committed unlawful and outrageous acts of dispossessing our cargo ship Wise Honest by forcibly taking it to the American Samoa under the pretext of unilateral sanctions and violation of its domestic law. We are condemning in strongest terms this act of dispossessing of our cargo ship.
Earlier this month, the U.S. Justice Department announced it had seized a ship suspected of violating U.S. domestic law and international sanctions in the first direct seizure of a North Korean ship by American authorities. On Tuesday, North Korea's top envoy to the UN called for the immediate return of the ship.
Therefore, the United States should deliberate and think over the consequence of its outrageous acts might have on the future development. Also, the United States must return our cargo ship without delay.
The latest demand by Kim comes as he sent a letter to UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres last Friday, in which he called for urgent measures while describing the seizure as an unlawful and sovereignty-infringing act by the U.S. However, despite the demand for the return, the U.S. Justice Department has declined to comment on the matter. Watchers say the seizure has added to the growing uncertainties over ongoing efforts to resume nuclear talks between Pyongyang and Washington, amid fears the regime could head towards its old track of provocations. Seung-jae, Arirang News.